Hello everyone on YouTube and welcome to a new 3D Artcore tutorial. This time we're gonna talk a little bit about UV mapping and texturing. So I'm gonna try and make it simple for you, some simple exercises along the week because I still need to go to work and I don't have much time, but something to start with when UV mapping. So this time what we will do, we will take texture from the web and we will create a simple cubic house. The purpose of it is mainly to understand UV mapping and how you can create textures pretty much easily um, as you wish. Now, again, you can create texture using real photos, or you can drawing it on on Photoshop. I don't know, using Wacom tablet or whatever. But the main purpose again is taking, I don't know, patching some pictures that resemble door, windows, roof tiles, and stuff like so, and make our own cubic house, just like as we were children. Okay, so we will start with cube. Okay, I'm gonna scale it up. I'm gonna bring it above my grid here. And what I will do here is I'm gonna right click, gonna go mesh tools, multi-cut tool. I'm gonna cut this here that way and cut this that way. Now the reason is because I want to make a roof here, so I'm going to take this vertex here and lift it up to that height. I think that's enough. Okay, so this will be our cubic house, and now we want to UV map it to make it really a house. So what do we need to do? We need to click here, UV editor, or you can click on this icon here. We are using Maya 2016. Be aware of that. And if we zoom out, just as we're zooming in our port view, you can see our layout of our UVs. So basically you can understand that the roof is this section here, this cubic area, and here we have our walls entire to all the surrounding that house, and of course we have the bottom ones, the bottom face here, which is this one. Okay, so we are not concerned about this one. We can delete it or we can leave it. It doesn't matter, but just be aware that because we are not going to use it, we're going to delete it anyway. Now we left off with only those. What we need to do is we want to examine our model. We want to make sure that we are using the correct position. So let's say this face is going to be the front door, and these will be windows for us. Okay, but each one of them are positioned in different place. This one here is mainly basically this face. So it doesn't that matter. It matters just about how we're going to place our texture according to that wall, because these are aligned. Okay, you can see these are aligned. These three, sorry, these three. But that one here is like it looks like it's aligned with the same path, but it's not really the same path. I will explain this later on. Right now, I'm concerned about the front and the side ones, that I know that these three are the front and side ones, okay? So with that knowledge, we're gonna go over polygon, UV snapshot. We're gonna choose 2048. Make sure you always using those ratios like 256 on 256, or I don't know, 512 by 512. But what I want to say here is that if you're going to use a very large resolution pictures in this, you will need to match this resolution to the same UV map that you are going to export now. So we are exporting in a size of 2048. This is a very huge resolution, and therefore we're going to use high resolution pictures in order to create that house. So with that knowledge, click browse, go over your desktop, type in something like house, and click save. Click OK. This will generate our UV snapshot. And by doing that, basically what you're doing is whenever you create a high resolution UV map, you can also see a little bit better the details of your edges. So this is our house teeth. Okay, let's close this thing. I'm going to right click, choose open with Photoshop. Okay, and as you can see here, we have our entire UV map. Doesn't look that good for some reason. I don't know why. Some information is missing. Now, the reason it's missing is because I selected a face and it only generated this as one face. So I've done something wrong. I'm going to press F8, bring it back to object mode, click UV editor again, and this time with the entire object selected, I'm going to go over, well, the entire object selected as in object mode, polygon, UV snapshot. I'm going to repeat the same thing that I've done. I'm going to call it house, and it will ask me if to replace this, probably. I don't know. No, it didn't. That's good. So we will have a new file. Let's shut this one. Let's go back to our desktop. And now if we're going to open this, we will have the entire UV set on top of that, hopefully. No, we don't. I'm a little bit clueless about what just happened here. I think that Maya didn't overwrite this, so let's do it once again. Click on that. Polygon, UV snapshot, browse, and well, I do have house tiff here, so maybe it wasn't that one. I don't know, I'm confused now. Let's minimize this. Let's look for house tiff. House tiff. Where did I save it? That's strange. This is really strange. Oh, maybe I didn't save it on my desktop. Yeah, I didn't save it on my desktop, so let's move this to the desktop. Okay, let's generate another one on my desktop, save, click OK, and that's good. Let's close this. Here we go. Open with Adobe Photoshop. So sorry about that issue, but it's always good to learn. So now we have our UV map, and you can see exactly what is the template of what you need to paint. So we don't need the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to create additional background. So I'm going to take my Magic Wand tool and click here on the background. So it will, grab all this background. I will be able to create a new layer, and according to that background, if I'm going to hide this one for now, I can go and take my bucket tool, and if you don't see it, click and hold and then choose it. By default you probably will see the gradient tool, but take the paint bucket tool here, press X on your keyboard, it will switch between the white and the black, and click on your background. This will create this template for us, so we will be able to paint without painting outside of our borders. Now I'm going to apply this and move it upwards here. Okay, let's get rid of the selection first, and I'm going to move this up. I can't, so click on that lock, move this above, and change the opacity for that. Okay, so that way you will be able to see just a little bit. If you zoom in, you'll be able to see those lines. Okay, we are not touching this. This layer is going to stay untouched. We just use it with lower opacity to see the lines, and that way we will be able to know better what we are doing. Okay, so we're going to start with the hard part, which is this area. Okay, so what I will do here is I'm going to go and take a roof tile picture, click on images here, and let's choose any flatten image like this one. Now you don't want to use this one. This is 600 on top on 600, assuming that we have 2048 resolution picture. Maybe 600 could be good, but let's take a higher resolution one. I hope that makes sense, right? 600, because it's not, the entire picture is 2048, and probably the roof tiles can be 600 on top of 600, proportionally to that same thing. So let's take something else, maybe Let's take, well, let's see what we have here. I don't know, pick something, guys. I'm not really into telling you what to do, just try and do something which will match what we are trying to do here. Um, mm, mm, mm. I don't know. Even I don't know what I want to pick. So let's see. I don't know. Maybe, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this one. Maybe these here. I lost myself. Sorry, guys. um, Now, vectors maybe. This one. No, this is really low one. This one. No. I lost myself. That's it. No. I know exactly what I want. I want those. 2000 on well 2650 on 2000. That's nice. I'm gonna grab this one onto my desktop and let's make it faster even. Uh, well, always pick your click view image and then drag it on top of your desktop because the other one could be low resolution. Let's type in door. Okay, we'll have plenty of doors. Let's say that 800 on this one will be great. I'm gonna bring it here and let's type in window, and hopefully if you see frames like so, this one is nice. I'm gonna pick it. No, it's a little bit blurry. I don't know. No, it's good. So let's pick this one and move it here. So with these all done, selected, we're gonna go over Photoshop and let's start with the roof tiles. Okay, so I'm gonna right click, choose open with Adobe Photoshop. I want to open it with a different layer, and I'm gonna take back here, choosing that template, the first UV map template, and I'm gonna take the magic wand tool and select one of my triangles here. With that selection, I'm gonna go and well, I don't think I can switch selection, so let's try. Let's see. Well, maybe I can drag this one over that one. No, I'm not sure how you do this, but there is a way. No. Okay, let's take this one, edit, image, copy, select all, sorry, edit, copy. Let's move to the house, Control V. I'm copying it here, Control T to scale it down, Shift, rotate this in this direction. Sorry, Control T again, rotate this that way, and then scale this in proportion. So press Shift while you are scaling. I'm gonna zoom in here and I'm gonna move this. Let's click yes, move this down below, and now Control T again. I'm trying to match this here to that area, see? So when I'm satisfied with this one, what I will do, I will keep it that way. I'm gonna take the magic wand tool and I'm gonna grab, well, not this, I'm gonna grab my template one, selecting that triangle, control, let's do edit copy for this one with this selection, copy, okay, and now I'm gonna, well, you don't need to copy, you just need to be on that and control J to duplicate that triangle. So you see now we have triangle here. So control J. Now I'm gonna do the same here. So let's choose this triangle. Okay. And now back to this one, control J. I created this triangle. So you can see now we have only this one. And now what I will do is I'm gonna rotate this one. So Control T, Shift, rotate this, move it here into place, like so. Well, here I cut it exactly in the middle, here I didn't, but doesn't matter right now. So I'm gonna go back and click yes, click on that one, choose this and that, and Control J to create, well, copy of this, sorry, Control J. So now we have these, we don't need this one, and you see we have everything set up for the roof. Now, the thing is that these edges here in the middle, if you hide this, you still have them. So you need to consider and making sure that you have here exactly what you need to have here. So maybe right now, our roof is not properly adjusted to this area. So I'm gonna take all these and let's merge layers, all these layers. Now I can take, I don't know, let's say the brush healing tool, maybe pass on this area. It will create this. I'm going to take the same here. Just trying to get rid of this white line here. Okay, just like so. Nothing too much. I don't want to spend so much time here. I'm going to create a new layer. This will be beneath everything. And if you click Hex, here it will switch back to white. And hold down the Alt key and backspace, it will turn everything white, like so. And that's okay. This should be beneath this one, okay? So we created a white house. We can do maybe later on some texture to it, but right now I want to add the door. So right click on the door, Adobe Photoshop, open. Let's add it, well, let's take this mark with selection tool. Let's grab only the door. Control C. Let's get back here to the Austif. Control V. And then move this here, down here. And Control T to scale it down. Now I'm scaling it and leaving this wall here, right? It can't be at the same height as the entire house. So maybe like so it'll be better. I'm gonna click yes. Now down here you want to make sure that the door is covering this area and you don't leave any white areas. Maybe you don't want to have step, I don't know, maybe later on, so you can bring it up a little bit, but it's up to you. And now I will open the window. Adobe Photoshop. Let's take this window, select all as it is because it doesn't have any white borders or something, so it's okay, it's safe to copy this. And let's, well, I can't see anything, so let's close this one. Let's go back to the Austif, not this one, this Austif, and add it past. Here is the window, Control T to scale it down, and let's scale it like so. It's the same height as the door. Yeah, scale it that way, it will be fine. Now Alt and drag this to create a copy. Make sure you're using those aligned information. It will lock. You see it's locking to tell you that this is the same distance between the doors, so that's fine. And basically here we've done. We don't have much to do unless we want to change the door. I don't know, maybe I have second thoughts about the door, so I want to make it here, and I don't care the windows to be a little bit higher. So what I will do here is we're going to go File, Save As, JPEG or PNG. Okay, click House, well, type in House here, save it on your desktop, save, click OK. And before you save this, by the way, you don't want to be able to see this layer. Oh, sorry, this layer. Okay, so turn it off when you save it as PNG. Basically turn off anything you don't want, but right now we don't want this one, we just want these, and we do want the background, the black template that we created, and the white. So Anything that is not necessary, like the template of the UV mapping, the snapshot, we don't need, so make sure it's not visible. Now we have this, go over Maya, right click, choose assign new material, mental ray, Maya material X. Here, click on this color checkered box, click file, click on this folder icon, and choose our house PNG file. Where it is, should be on the desktop, and click open. And here you go. We managed to texture our house very easily. I know that for some of you it could be a little bit problem, but just watch this tutorial some more and understand better on how it should be. Now, of course, there should be a lot more refined here when it comes to those little in-between edges. So you need to make sure you really put everything exactly where you want them to be. But in case of hand drawing texture, you will fill up everything in the same color, and then you will do whatever you need according to those edges. And this is why it's important to keep them, even if they are invisible, anytime you still working on the texture. So you can see we have a small little house, nice house. It's not a professional texturing right now, but it's something to start with. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm gonna leave it there. If I think that I need to add a little bit more to it, I will, but right now this is the first exercise for you. Hopefully you will make it. So have a nice day, guys. Bye.